You know, Papa.
Figuratively, he bites as hard as he can.
Bismillahir Rahman Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Wednesday. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. I want to thank you very much indeed for the support and the full stream. If you want to stay on and see the last drop of everything I say, we're live on 3FM 927 on Facebook. 3FM 927 on Facebook. We're also live on your radio on 92.7 at 3FM 92.7. So tune in and join the trendiest and the urban lifestyle radio. It's important that you do. This morning and this whole month of October, the women say it's Pinktober, and we're celebrating women and creating awareness about breast cancer. Breast cancer can happen to both men and women, but the women have taken a World Cup. We understand, we agree, but Breast Cancer Awareness Month is important. Now, did you also know that this month, the month of October, is the Insurance Brokers, Awareness Month? Did you know who an insurance broker is? Or do you know who an insurance broker, for example, is? I didn't know until yesterday when I got to know that. So the insurance brokers actually do plenty things, many things than what people actually assume. Did you know that an insurance broker, for example, could get you to get the right kind of insurance as opposed to all those? Because sometimes you see the marketing people, they come to you, they sell all manner of products to you. Before you know it, some deductions are being made on your accounts that you are not too sure of. But if you get the services of an insurance broker, you will be in the right position to know what to avoid and to know what will inure to your benefit. So find an insurance broker, whichever one it is. I just brought that information to you. Now, this morning, something unfortunate happened in Bolga yesterday. I'm told it happened on the Navrongo side of things, towards the Navrongo, on the Navrongo Road. And there are usually two Momo joints, I understand, around that area in Bolga. There's supposed to be a police checkpoint, or usually a police checkpoint around where this happened. Somebody was shot at this particular Momo joint. There are two people. The individual who was running the business, the Momo business, who offered his money and fled. And then there's another person who is an indigene of the area, who is known, I think he's called MP or so, who sells buckets. He was the one who was shot. So as of yesterday, 8 p.m., around 8 p.m., that's when this happened. In Bolga, Tangao, in Bolga. And Bolga used to be very peaceful because Bolga is just like Tamale, very peaceful area. And they suspect that this could be an overflow of the Boko conflict that's coming towards them. But this is not good. That somebody is transacting mobile. And a few years ago, there was some around the Adabraka area. I remember this so well. In fact, of the Iran clinic, I remember this so well. A Momo vendor was shot. So the Momo vendors have become a target. They have indeed become a target for unscrupulous people. We're not so sure whether it is unscrupulous people or whether it's an overflow from the Boko conflict or whether it's just somebody who wants to deal with the individual who has been shot. But I just brought you good information that in Bolga yesterday, around 8 p.m., on the Navrongo Road, the hospital runabout, this happened there. There are some other gory pictures. I can't show you that. But I'm sure the police know what I'm talking about. This is not good. This is clearly not a very, very good sign. And we need to check it out. You know, the Speaker of Parliament of the Republic of Ghana, the Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Bagbin, he's a contemporary of the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And while we talk about all this galamsey talk and talk about organized labor preparing to lace in its boots to go on strike and to force the hand of government to us, etc., We have had some senior citizens who have raised concerns. One of them is the Speaker of Parliament. And I've said this, and I'll repeat it. Tomorrow is the 10th of October. The President of the Republic has a golden opportunity to act timeously and decisively so that organized labor and all the other groupings will not go on the journey that they want to go. Because if they go on that journey and the president doesn't act, he would have dropped the ball and the president will be forced to play catch-up. And in playing catch-up, nobody will take you serious. We'll come to this one. Let's go to, I want to tease their senses. This picture, I will show you this picture again and what the speaker said. But there's a new kid on the block at Korle-Bu Teaching Hospital. We'll get into the Galamsey issues. Korle-Bu Teaching Hospital has a brand new CEO. So welcome, sir. This is a statement from Korle-Bu. Said the board of the Korle-Bu Teaching Hospital has appointed Dr. Frank Owusu-Sekyere as the acting chief executive officer of the hospital effective October 6, 2024. He succeeds Dr. Opoku Ware Ampoma, whose 4-year tenure ended on October 5, 2024. Dr. Owusu-Sekyere is a distinguished pediatrician who was previously serving as the unit head of the Rebecca Kufuor Pediatric Intensive Care Unit until his appointment as the Director of Medical Affairs at the Korle-Bu Teaching Hospital in 2023. He is a dedicated member of the Korle-Bu Teaching Hospital staff. Dr. Owusu-Sekyere also teaches part-time at both the University of Ghana Medical School and the Accra College of Medicine. With this new role as acting chief executive, Dr. Owusu-Sekyere is committed to addressing the challenges that hinder the seamless delivery of care to patients and to improving the welfare of the staff. His extensive experience and deep commitment to healthcare positions him well to lead the hospital during this transitional period. An alumnus of the University of Ghana Medical School, class of 2002, Dr. Owusu-Sekyere also devoted much of his career to Korle-Bu Teaching Hospital, apart from a few years in training, etc. This is dated the 8th of October. Let's see Dr. Owusu-Sekyere's photo, please. Doc, welcome. Thank you very much for accepting to be in this acting capacity. Korle-Bu dia nsem wo ho pa. And Monday I was at Korle-Bu. As of Monday when I went to Korle-Bu, I was told that documents were being shredded on that floor. As of Monday when I went to Korle-Bu, I was told that calls were being made, but somebody was not picking the calls. As of Monday when I went to Korle-Bu, the nurses and everybody else, they were in readiness for the demonstration if this had not happened. So, Doc, welcome. You see the 6 unions that wrote and cast a vote of no confidence on the former CEO, they are still there. So the issues that are with Korle-Bu and at Korle-Bu, I pray that you don't become snobbish. I pray that you pay attention to the welfare issues of the staff of Korle-Bu. I pray that you do not call the unions faceless people. And I pray that you have a welcome meeting with them to understand again from the perspective now of a CEO, the plight of the people working at Korle-Bu. And I pray that you will have the grace of God, the humility and the wisdom to lead Korle-Bu, because at 100 years, this should not be the shambolic state of Korle-Bu Teaching Hospital. So, Doc, welcome. Our eyes are watching. We will be watching. Now, take me to Parliament. Let's read from the Speaker of Parliament. He was talking to his contemporary, the President of the Republic. He said he started off with good intentions to help build this country. We cannot grow to be the ones that destroy it by holding on to power, while the environment is destroyed by people who are supposed to be licensed miners, and at the same time crush voices that speak up against it. Ghana deserves better. Look at the photo well. The photo has 4 MPs. The one in the black suit on the left, on the right-hand side of the speaker, who is in the black suit with a white shirt and a nice tie, is our president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. This was when everybody knew him as a human rights advocate. This was when everybody knew our president as the champion of being the voice of the voiceless. This was when everybody believed that he was with the masses and the masses were with him. This was when everybody knew that he was reading the mood of the nation and he would act decisively and timeously. Now the speaker has had cause to... No, this is serious. Oh. Speaker of Parliament has tweeted. Former Chief Justice was on the streets picketing. For the first time in the history of Ghana, the Catholic Church is planning to demonstrate. What again should the people do for President Akufo-Addo to know that we are not in normal time? What again? Who else should speak? God? If we had finished building the cathedral, I'm sure that the God would have come to speak to him, called him, Akufo-Addo, Akufo-Addo, my son, Ghana is under siege by Galamseys. Save Ghana. But the cathedral is not finished. We have not completed it. So who else will speak for our president to hear? Who else? Yesterday, GIHOC voted and said that a decisive yes. GIHOC, ECG, name them. Everybody says we are going on this demonstration. Of course, there will be a few people who are die-hard party people who have not seen what is happening, who say, oh, we disagree, like GIHOC. You had some there, UG. You had some there. And there are a few people who vote no. We are going on a demonstration and a strike to say that our water bodies are being destroyed. People are drinking mercury, cyanide, lead, and chlorine put together. And we say we want to get this stopped. And we table a motion, and some people will still vote no. We disagree with you. Don't go on the strike. Yeah, those people, you find that they are die-hard people. But this is the Speaker of Parliament. And then there are two people who were also put on remand. Felicity Nelson and another brother. Let's read their tweets. Felicity Nelson was granted bail, and this is her own narrative. She said, my bail was granted around 11 a.m. yesterday. The court order was only sent to the police around 2 p.m. today. The police needs to verify the sureties. This still hasn't been done. The police needs to sign the release form. After verifying the sureties, this still hasn't been done. Currently, all the personnel at Ghana Police Service who need to do the verification and consequently sign the release form are at the court premises currently. The person who signs the bail bond closed at 4 p.m. today. The person who needs to sign the bail bond at the High Court apparently won't be working tomorrow, which is today. See you next week. Do you see how the state conspires to frustrate its citizens? 16 days in police custody and counting. For what crime? Stop Galamsey now. And that's what the speaker said. You can't be seen to be the one crashing voices that are asking you to do the right thing. Show me the other tweet. This gentleman says, Ralph, the fellow Ghanaian, he says, as many of you heard, I have been granted bail. After conferring with Osajefo Oliver Bakavomawo, I have decided to stay in custody till all those who had bail have been confirmed released. The fight requires solidarity, and I am here for the long haul. Trust the process. Hashtag fix the country. And I told you, no form of intimidation will win. No form of intimidation. Intimidation of any form, it will not win. Oh no, yes, it will not win. Intimidation of any form will not win. What is wrong is wrong. The people who are telling you that Galamsey is not a problem, they know within their heart of hearts that it is wrong. They know it. The people who will convince you that this is for political expediency, they know in their heart of hearts that this is wrong. And as Professor Kofi Oduro says, God will kill you because you know what is wrong and you're doing it. You are hurting people. You are hurting people. Look, show me, give me one of the video of your choice. Just you are hurting people. People are being hurt because of this. Play the Galamsey video. Let's play a Galamsey video of your choice. Play it. Look at it. Just look at the extent of dam. This is the central region. This is in the central region. Look at Akufo-Addo cocoa drink. Look at it. Just pay attention to it. Just look at it.
When Swinania, and your cry, you swear where you said the book galam way more, tank way more, your to alum, hence it is edugum, as an enina abbey say. And then yes, say, I'm not yet the make say a check it. And my grandma in a year do a big quatapa, the crack must be a gana fanina, a bian will be ho. Na imagine say chemicals proper wo so munyezi ya sapa alam pensity e de woman swele eni abaye say as na de me say a check aban yesro bo ho proper bi ni duraman asase so nsuo we ebia so na yesa eno na we bi ram no mu yo aban imagine say chemicals abekọ me mu no say so ba proper betwa me scanner ayi so wo de me kwoto dem wo wa yi a.
So you saw their check. The woman isn't measuring the alum. My small chemistry that I did at secondary school tells me that there has to be some, ratio. She didn't measure. She just collects the thing and puts it. So long as it can settle the dust for her, it's okay. The silt, the mud, turbidity, she's just looking for clean water to cook. Finish. So whether there's mercury inside, there's cyanide, there's lead, she doesn't care. She will add it to the chlorine and alum, and then feed you, and you go and buy it. Those of you who export it out of the country to go and give to people, or people come and buy and say, oh, out there we can't get a checker to eat, so let's buy some and take them. We are all inside. And while all the labor unions are coming up to say, look, we want to strike, Mr. Maxwell Kofi Juma, who is the head of GIHOC, this is what he has been saying. Listen to him.
Now, who do my term? You are insulting me. Say, for Muti. Would open my juma.
It's a public sector. Are you threatening?
No, would open my juma.
The managing director for
They say would open my juma.
Obi a GIHOC no say organized labor see yankwa. Obi a man.
Okwa me unity.
Hey, Kofi Juma.
Maybe you me tie kano. Would a pako.
Obi a juma GIHOC say organized labor see yanko.
Yes.
Okwa obi unity.
Where you digi? Come what the you pay?
Are they not part of organized labor?
You need labor laws for Ghana.
Your labor laws.
Yes. So what I say. Won't me ma kasa wo ko strike because case can buy it. What has it got to do with GIHOC?
It's a national concern.
National concern, let it be national concern. But no GIHOC concern.
The GIHOC is a government institution, or?
How?
Anna, I abandon you.
Ghana for Ejumeko.
Aye.
Yes, and there are rules. Until a bit to now, 1 year, none of the coin, no, sorry, I know, or barber kicker, someone almost would be a tree. No, Paco. No more crowd of woman, we see a time. Because then, as I phone a good deal.
Hey, and the Obi want to use your vessel of organized labor contract. And as a subset of barriers, and Indians, I don't know.
Messiah Jansa for me, that can be a minimum be a fiasem.
Hey, you have a good video.
So this is the president's in-law. Mind you, before Nanado became president, this man has said that President Akufo-Addo can never become president. He's the worst person to become president. He said it. It's on record. Subsequently, he becomes president and he appoints him managing director of GIHOC. And then his son goes to marry the president's daughter. So he's the president's in-law, and I'm told he's also brother or cousin to the chief of staff. So that's where the authority comes from. Look, GIHOC has been so run down that you have no idea. When Mr. Kofi Juma took over, GIHOC had about 200 and something staff. Presently, we have over 500 staff of GIHOC. Some good people I know at GIHOC have left.
3FM.
The board of GIHOC are not happy. One of them, who is a parliamentarian, met me in parliament. He wanted to attack me. When I explained issues to him, he was, look, GIHOC has been run down. Check the production levels of GIHOC. Check the profitability of GIHOC. Mr. Kofi Juma knows that there are labor laws in this country. Put the letter up for me. This is a letter dated the 27th of June, 2023. And I showed you this letter before. GIHOC has become a lawless entity. SNIT has taken GIHOC to court. Metropolitan Insurance has had cause to write to them that you have deducted monies of your staff you have not paid. The NIB Bank, they have been written to say if you don't, GRA has written to NIB Bank to say if you don't, we'll gonna share the account, and that has happened. Ask GIHOC, as of last month, 18th of September, salaries for August 2024 had not come. And you come and sit on TV and be throwing your hands around because you know the president is toothless, he can't do anything. This is the 27th of June, 2023. This is a letter addressed to one of the people. It's a production department person. It says, proceed on leave. Management wishes to inform you to proceed immediately on your annual leave effective 29 June. And this person had actually gone on leave already. On that, you are required to hand over immediately your work schedule and all companies' assets in your custody to the human resource manager. People were sacked summarily dismissed with letters like this. There was an ad hoc committee, interim management committee, that was set up when Mr. Kofi Juma took ill. Go and check the profitability of that and check the profitability when Mr. Juma returned and when he was there. The Toyota Avensis, the vehicle, that was valued by STC. We know about it too. I will show it here. You're talking about labor law. There's another list from GIHOC. Staff of GIHOC who were dismissed and they thought that they were dismissed in a wrongful manner are in court with GIHOC. GIHOC knows this. They say they are being begged by the lawyers of GIHOC to come back. They say they won't come back. Go to the Labor Commission. Go and check the petitions there. You know that there is labor law. No, pull the document. This is the document. All these people, this list of people, they are in court with GIHOC. Today, you know there's Labor Law Act 651/2003, you know. These people, why are they in court? Ask Mr. Juma, ask him why they are in court. And then you threaten people, and that has been the style of threatening people. People wanted to do demonstration, the union people, they wanted to do demonstration. They brought Kaneshi police for them. I showed you that here. Minister Katie Hammond went there, couldn't do FOCO. Mr. Alan Tremantin was in charge, in charge of, trade, when Kofi Juma was busy. He couldn't do FOCO. ICU and the labor people, their national executive, they went there. They couldn't do FOCO. He's untouchable because he knows the president is my in-law and you can't touch me, you can't do anything to me. Today he knows about labor law. And this is what the Speaker of Parliament said, that you are crushing the voices that speak up. There are some boxes that were abandoned. Show me. We procured bottles with GIHOC money. And we left them at the mercy of the weather. I showed you this. Some of the bottles are supposed to be bottles used for export under Kofi Juma. They were left to the mercy of the rain. Today, when you buy Castle Bridge, and maybe you have not paid attention, when you buy Castle Bridge, the bottles that are used for you are supposed to be bottles that are for export. Why are they being used for local consumption? Because abroche omunto. These bottles, you see them, maybe you've seen them. This happened at GIHOC. The situation was so bad at GIHOC that suppliers who had brought them ethanol came back to pick the ethanol when Mr. Kofi Juma returned from his terminal leave. What are you talking to me about? And you're sitting on radio and it's threatening people and it's okay, the labor unions, everybody is quiet. It is the fundamental human right of every single individual to go on strike, to demonstrate. It is their right. This nonsense of trying to gag everybody must stop. We have tolerated it for far too long. It must stop. GIHOC is not for anybody's father. It is for Ghana. Before 2016, GIHOC was not this resourced, the machinery and everything else. Ask Adekoka. When the equipment were installed, the NDC was out of power. Mr. Kofi Juma inherited this. Go and check the weekly production levels of GIHOC. Compare it to when they had a staff of about 200 and something. Compare it to now that they have over 500 party people. GIHOC is the appendage of the MPP headquarters. They do registration, party registration there. If you don't, the threats are enormous. I said people are in court. I said this bottle is supposed to be for GIHOC's export product. Why is it on the local market? This bottle. The Comet Company. The Comet Company. Who owns it?
3FM 92.
One day I'll tell you about a Galamsey site at Manso. One day. I'll tell you about a Galamsey site at Manso. One day. We must stop threatening people and we must stop making people afraid because we think that we are, and then there's another group that we are wrapping up with that. There's another group that say, oh, we are minors, we reject organized. They are not clearly not reading the mood. I say, ask Mr. Kofi Juma, this is supposed to be for foreign export. Why is it on the local market? Quality control issues. Why is it on? Today you know labor law. Have you paid your staff? Because they're gonna shade your account. You ask the marketing people to put the money on Momo and bring it. Have you paid them? Well, you think we don't know the rot that is being supervised at GIHOC? Check the Ghana Club 100. Check the SIGA, chart. And check how GIHOC has dropped. You are there threatening people. Maweni nko we juma ho. Maweni nko we juma ho. GIHOC, as Kwame Nkrumah set it up, has not been a failure like this under anybody but you. And the records are there to prove. GRA has not taken GIHOC to court before, but under you. SNIT has not taken anybody to court before, but under you. Insurance companies have not written to say you have deducted monies of staff, but you have not paid under you. Even workers' soft loans that they used to get, you came and you just abolished it under you. What are we doing? You are threatening people and everybody is watching. What a lawless country. Good morning, please. Call me. 055-9217 and 055-691-0154. 055-924-2717 and 055